Hello Scorpios, welcome to your reading. This is for Scorpios on August 27th for Sun, Moon, Venus, Horizon. Welcome to my channel here at Angel Guidance Tarot. I'm not on TikTok. I am a Scorpio in 5 placements, so I read for Scorpio almost every day. So I just know that, and but welcome. And so don't forget to hit that subscribe and notification bell, because I have a lot of subscribers, but a lot of you are not hitting that notification bell. And if you don't hit the notification bell, you won't know when my new videos upload. So make sure you hit that bell, okay? All right, or some of you are not getting my videos. Some of you told me that. So anyway, just make sure to hit that notification bell. Let's go into our reading here, Scorpio. Our energy here, the Ace of Pentacles. Okay, and then we're going to take 2 here. Okay. Oh, you quit giving to something. You quit investing into a partnership because you saw this as a bad choice and dealing with someone, and you just decided to work on yourself and do you and to make your money. But you have this King of Wands over here. Now it could be related to a person you were dealing with, but this King of Wands has their eyes on you. Someone's got their eyes on you. Somebody very charming, very passionate for sure. So be careful of these King of Wands, Queen of Wands energies, okay? If you're looking for something more, you're going to need more, okay? King of Wands is not the end all be all for a person. It might just be lustful energy. So just be careful, but they are charming. So, but anyway, just looking at your energy here, Scorpio, you are seeing through all the things that's happened, and you are understanding why you could not be with this person. Now I do see the energies here with you feel like you made a bad mistake dealing with this past person. So I'm going to tell you the pros and cons of that. You know, when you stop investing in something that was wrong for you, you're not chasing nobody, you're not looking for them, and you decided to focus here on you as a Knight of Pentacles. Find your inner peace, find your joy again. I feel a lot of you are getting your joy back, your vibe back, your groove back. You know, you're just becoming that your old self, but better. Now, you might be looking at this as a mistake, and you shouldn't have not invested into this person, or you said I stayed too long. I shouldn't have kept going with this person, but I just wanted to have hope and I wanted to work. But I do feel like here with the Lover's card, you know, that's how you look at it. This person must have not have been your soulmate, because everything was wrong. There's no peace. It was always chaotic. It was some kind of problems after problem after problem. And that's the way you felt. So that's how you're looking at the past, or in your energy right now, when you think about this situation. And you do think about this person just came to you being a very highly lustful person, and you saw this person that you could not just grow with this person. You just couldn't, no matter how hard you tried. But see, this is the thing about Scorpios. Scorpios will keep the hope alive, but once they figure out this is not going anywhere, and this is what the part you said you held on too long, and if it's not going anywhere, then it's just something that like pops in your head, and you're like, okay, I get it, I'm not dealing with this person anymore, I'm exhausted, and pretty much they will never hear from you again after that. But that person don't know you're like that. It's just, that's who you are, Scorpio, because you give all, and once you realize you're not getting anything back, and it's not growing, it's not progressing, you finally get to a point where you say, I'm tired of this and I'm done. Now the Hangman here, down here, you did see through the truth. You are reflecting about what you revealed to yourself. You gave yourself maybe some closure here, but you do understand that this person really had you in a mental abuse situation, possibly, or some kind of trauma here. They wanted to keep you stuck with this love bombing, coming back and forth in your energy here, to one day they're with you and they're telling you how much they love you, and then the next day or next week they're gone. Yeah, you're just seeing this as, I can't keep doing this. And that's what you decided to do. Because this person does show up in your energy. And so, yeah. So let's see what your current energy is going to be. Now, for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Venus, and Rising, connecting in love and money and finances. Don't forget to hit that like button, okay? And comment. Thank you to all most followers and subscribers. I am on Instagram under Angel Goddess Tarot if you want to join me there. I don't post a lot there, but if you send me a message, I will answer. Alright, so let's see what is coming up, Scorpio. Got the Star card. What's Scorpio's energy? Next card. Connecting with that Star card. You are looking at your whole life in a different, like you're given the understanding now that everything that happened had a reason, and everything, and part of you recognizing that this was a mistake, or as a experience, or as a lesson learned. You see something different between that world and where you're at now. It's like if you had a window and you were looking out of it, and you're looking at yourself back then, and you see yourself interacting with this person, and then you come back into where you're at now. You're like, I don't even know. You don't even recognize it. It feels surreal. This energy feels very surreal to you right now. Very very, very, like I just said, this person's fading out of your mind. Okay. Now, in your current energy, moving forward, you do see this person that was very mature. They possibly had other options. They had other people, or they had other things that was more important to you. And this is the part you're taking away, Scorpio, that you can't stay too long when you're recognizing you're not a priority. Okay? And that's something you're taking in. Now, when people mistreats a Scorpio, okay, Scorpios are ruled by Pluto and Mars. And this is just for you, Scorpio. You don't even have to revenge or get karma, because you were given some kind of special gift about recognizing. But when you get into that part of, I don't love you anymore, I don't want to be with you anymore kind of energy, or this person I want to forget, I want to just head forward in life because you deserve it. And your future here looks really great, Scorpio, because for a long time you didn't choose yourself and you were not being reciprocated. Yeah, somebody was this knight here who pretended to be a king, the in and out player. That was one-sided. You were carrying you didn't receive anything from this situation, and that's what you're recognizing. 10 of Cups here. Everything's looking beautiful for you, Scorpio. I do feel like, even if you're alone, you are looking at something a whole different vibration of yourself. You're in a whole different level. 10 of Cups, tell me about this 10 of Cups for Scorpio. Yeah, Page of Cups, yeah, you're not dealing with anybody. It's love bombing you, bringing you that cheesy energy anymore. You're in the Tower in reverse. So you look at your life of all the things you've been through, Scorpio, and I want you to think about all the things that you've been through with people, jobs, whatnot, and you look at where you're at right now. You have always been okay. Things were taken care of. And you probably ask yourself, I don't know how I went through all that and still came out on top. Yeah, I mean, you're choosing yourself here. You've been through a lot of things here. All those things that you've been through is going to bring you those star and that sun energy. Your wish fulfillment, so manifesting is the energy of you finally figured out what your life purpose is going towards, and you can't waste time on people. You feel like life is short here, and life is passing you by, and you're sitting here and you're just saying, I'm not going to, there's that King of Wands again. You're not going to focus on that. Yeah, I think here with that Tower and that Death card, you are done. But this King of Wands may have grew up a little bit, But you're saying no to any kind of reconciliation. You're saying, I don't even want to remember this person. Yeah, this is a situation where you have crossed over into another realm of your life. Another, you can call it a chapter, you can call it a new stage in life. But there's something where, because you chose yourself, you're going to see a sliding glass door open for you, Scorpio. You may have been struggling in money, but there's another King of Wands here. So I don't know if that's the past person, but this person does look at you as a happy person now. They might be watching you. They might, if it's somebody else, a new person, they're going to see you as this happy person. So that's what I mean. Your heart and your soul and your third eye, everything is coming to you like, once if I had stayed with this person the rest of my life. These are questions you're probably talking to yourself about, because something about you're wondering, with that, all the things you've been through, with that tower that came down on you, but you were always okay. And so I do feel like here, I'm going to get 2 more cards. Well, let's see, I did 2 here. Yeah. So I do feel like here, Scorpio, you are, I think this is one. Okay. That it looks like here you have kind of really, gotten enlightened about a lot of things, and your spiritual being of who you are and what you want has changed. Before, you used to think all about love. You used to think about romanticize love. That's what you wanted, and yes, you're a hopeless romantic. And you felt, and you wanted to be in love with someone, and you still do, but you might start looking here as getting attracted to other people that makes you happy, and you understand the difference now between someone who's mature or not mature, or someone who's playing games or not playing games, or someone who's serious and not serious. This is all the things that you have taken with you with that tower. Okay, but there is, because of that tower, I do feel like you could be going into a stage of life of your complete life happiness that you never experienced before, Scorpio. And I think that's where you're heading, okay? So, but yeah, you're feeling like this is done, but this King of Wands, now 2 options here, you're done, but they're not, okay? Or there's going to be a new King of Wands that walks in your life that has money, has charm, has everything you ever asked for. The only thing I'm worried about here, you might just say, I'm better off doing me, because it's not that you're scared of love, but it's more like you are more self-sufficient now, and someone would have to really, really, really be in peace for you to risk that again. But yeah, you might be casually dating here, okay? But somebody does look like they got keeping their eye on you. But let's see who this is. It could be a Leo, because there's a Leo strength card as well. So it could be a Leo, an Aries, Aquarius. Could be another Scorpio here. But I do feel like your energy has, and all the things that you have went through, Scorpio, is paying off. That's what I feel like. It's going to pay off. And you're going to see why this did not work out. And even if they do come back, they are going to not recognize the version you are now. Okay? Yeah. So there's the 8 of Cups. You have walked away. But let's see. What's the energy coming up for Scorpio in the near? They're not going to recognize the new version of you. Yeah, Queen of Wands. You might be connecting here. Now, some of you are going to have to keep your clothes on, okay? Because your attraction is starting to come back. And eyeing people. You might be eyeing people, Scorpio. Like, Scorpio's the type that when they see something, they want it, they just go for it. They go get it. It's like, ooh, there's me one right there, and they fixate. But when Scorpio might be jealous, Scorpio, that's because that's the way Scorpio loves. Scorpio isolates themselves. They don't need their friends. And you will never, never, never know the deep thoughts a Scorpio carries inside them. okay? Everybody thinks, Scorpio can be very social, can be very sweet, very kind, and then they can go and socialize after 2 or 3 hours, and then they go home and they're 2 or 3 days by themselves. Okay, that's just the way Scorpios are. But when it comes to love, if you get a Scorpio's heart, consider you're lucky. But yeah, there's a death energy here to that Knight of Swords and the King of Swords. You're not chasing anymore. You just came to a point where you're like, I'm not going to look for this person anymore. Yeah, you're done. Or somebody might be in no contact with you and still remembering you, but they're still looking at photos of you. They love your body. They think about you in that way too. Okay. But I do feel like this, if you get a Scorpio, it's unforgettable, and you're gonna be thinking about Scorpio like all the time. You have the Page of Pentacles here. Let's see what that Page of Pentacles coming up in the outcome for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Venus, and Rising. So this Page of Pentacles, but yeah, if you lose a Scorpio, they're usually never come back. They never come back. Once they cross that bridge and they really remember everything you did to them, and you say enough is enough, there's that love is gone. I feel like that love is gone, that love has faded, that motivation for that person. When you look at this person, you're no longer attracted to them. But they think you are. They do think that they might have a big ego, thinking they're all that in a bag of chips. But Scorpio can love you. But if you lose the emotional attraction for someone, yeah, you're like, no, I'm moving on. You got a Knight of Pentacles and the Five of Swords, and you're the Empress. So that's what I'm feeling. You're in a whole different vibration, energy. When you get enough of people and you just go out on your own, and Five of Swords here, this person could be upset with you. They could be conflicted, wondering what you're doing. Now they want you to, you're just in this whole different vibration, Scorpio. I think if you're looking for a job or more money, I think you're starting to invest, and maybe some of you have put out like 50 applications, and you will get lucky this coming into September. You're taking a lot of time to rest, and you do need that, Scorpio. I do feel like you need to heal. You need to take some rest. You need to be in your own, absorb all those emotions to be healed. You're in your own little nest, and you're refueling your heart. Queen of Cups. So let's go into the last section here. Queen of Cups. You're getting your energy back. You're getting your heart back. Your heart chakra. And yeah, you said enough is enough. And you're in an Empress energy. You're very focused on everything for you now. And it's like, you're going to fit in my life if I want you. And see, when people think they choose Scorpio. No, Scorpio, trust me when I say Scorpio chooses you. There's the Eight of Cups. You definitely walked away from this and saying goodbye to the yesterday. You're like, I'm not going to focus on this anymore. And this might be the other person's energy where your head might be getting hurting, your headaches a lot. Because this person's energy is absorbing you. Because they know you made that final call on that. There's the Five of Wands too. You're not even going to judgment spirit. You just release this person's energy up to the heavens and say, let God deal with it. I'm tired. I don't want to deal with this person again. I had enough of it, and I wish them the best. It's like you're in this calm state of peace. Even though you know all the things they did to you, and that's the part you remember, and that's what the part, every time you remember what this person did to you, it pushed you to get over them, okay, with the Empress energy. It pushes you back into that Empress energy, that you getting what you deserve, because you are now thinking about, I deserve better, and I don't know why I was dealing with that man or that woman. But you're getting over this heartbreak, and that person feels it here in a judgment. They felt like you're done, you're walked away, You're out of this. You don't want no more part of it. And they feel this, Scorpio. Okay? I know some of you are probably wondering what that person's thinking, so I'm going to quickly do a part on that if you just want to know what they're thinking. But this person does feel like you're done, and I don't think that's not going to stop them down the road, because this person had to understand they were dealing with a Scorpio. Oh Lord, this person didn't even know what they had. And this person has you made this person swallow their ego. Yeah, Knight of Wands in reverse. You must have told this person about all the lies, all the deception, all the games they were playing for sex or intimacy, using you for that reason, or using you for some kind of friends or benefits kind of situation. But Scorpio don't do that. So that's why I said you went in it as being a serious person, and they showed you they wanted to tell you they want to be serious. But now that person has learned they can't play you anymore. They can't come back in that same energy. You have forced this person out of your life, Scorpio, to get out of your life, and doing so knowing that they can't right now, as of what we see on August 27th, but they do see you as this happy light. They see you shining. They see you glowing as the Empress. And they can't, I do feel like this person does feel, Knight of Cups. They are, as of right now, they have not changed much, but I do feel like this person in the Knight of Cups energy. And that's the thing, Scorpio, you're an Empress, and it's really, really hard for Scorpio to find someone, because there are always knights. There's always these people that comes to your life, and you are actually starting to teach them how to treat you, and that's a no-no. Okay, if you catch yourself and you're showing them and you're starting to explain, why did you ghost me, there's your answer. Okay, that's what I mean by the Knight energy. Why did you disappear on me? And remember, you could be dealing with avoidance and that kind of stuff. So, but this person of the Knight of Cups and Eight of Pentacles, they do see you as someone that is going to be okay financially. You are smart, you're intelligent, you can take care of yourself, and there's that Judgment again. But their spirit or someone has gotten a hold of this person to force them out of your life, to make them grow. Four of Pentacles here to stabilize you, because if you had stayed with this person, you would have been unstable financially and mentally. Yeah, they didn't have their inner peace. This person was not at a part in their life but they like your peace, they like your peace, but they left you in pieces. And that's what you're not accepting anymore. You're looking at people, what I give, if I see somebody starting to mess with my peace, that's very highly protected. Now I feel like you're protecting your peace and your happiness against anyone, even family members or anyone coming in to disturb that peace. I think this is the part you have to walk away from, knowing. Deep in your feelings, you know this. And there's the Tower again in reverse. So this person does want to restart. They might surprise you and come beg you for, they want to beg you here, Scorpio. This person's going to beg you. I know you don't believe me. Now this is a general read. It's not a personal read one-on-one with you. That's completely different. But if this is resonating for you, that's great. But this person's going to beg on you. But this Hangman in reverse, because they can't let you go. They're like, I can't. And Five of Pentacles. But they see you as someone that has walked away. And that Five of Swords is also like that. You're conflicted, you walked away. But they feel like they just all they do is sit and think about you. What is the Five of Pentacles? What is the action towards Scorpio? The next action towards Scorpio? They're definitely going to come back and say, I'm sorry. And you need to say, for what? They might come back and just say, can I see you? Say, hey, meet me at the restaurant. You're not coming to my house. You need to start all over if you want to get me back. But see, that's the thing. They're still thinking of you as the old you. But they do see that change. They're going to talk about the disrespect, how they disrespected you, and you were a blessing to that person's life, Scorpio. And they messed it up with the Seven of Swords. Sure did. But they're trying to get the courage to come back towards you. So you might be thinking this is over and done with, even though you have not spoken in months or even years. You know, this person is still thinking about you on a regular basis. You're special, Scorpio. And when that person gets their karma, it's because that's what the universe collides with Pluto and Mars together. You know, that's the universe's protection. So you don't have to worry about that. But I do feel like the star card here is pushing you. The reason this person was pushed out of your life is to protect your energy, protect your mind, to protect your heart, protect your life here, your livelihood. Because this person really was going to cause some havoc on you, and they did. But, you know, I can't tell you to take this person back or not. But I do feel like they're going to beg you, and I feel like they're going to apologize. They're going to recognize you in a different, like, they see you have a high self-respect now, and your boundaries are there. Your heart is different. There's no love there. Like, you might still care about them and have the ideal of love for them, but they're going to try to come back to get you to love them again. And if you take them back, you're going to have to evaluate that over a period of time, because quick changes, don't make the mistake of taking someone back too fast. If you do that and they say, I'm sorry, and you took them back, that person in their head is thinking, see, I could get Scorpio back. So don't make it easy for them. I'm not saying play hard to get, but, you know, I don't think it's that. I think it's more like you're not going to tolerate the past ever again with anybody. That's what I feel, Scorpio. Okay? I'm not on TikTok. Giving that thumbs up. I hope this resonated for you, helped you in your energy. But you remember, you get to choose. You're the chooser, not them. If you don't want this person, they lost. Okay? They thought they had you wrapped up around their finger. Well, now they know. They thought they had you wrapped, and you would never let them go. But your energy, your vibration, your soul energy has changed, and you may have broken the contract. Now they can't feel your energy anymore. They're still a mystery, but they still know. They think they know you, but they don't. They didn't think you were capable of actually walking away. So I'll leave it there, Scorpio. Thumbs up. Thanks for hearing me out here, and I hope that you like this reading as we move into September. And but I believe September's going to be tomorrow. It's going to be the lunar eclipse. So out with the old and in with the new, right? So thank you, Scorpio. Stay blessed. Send in love and light. If you like a personal reading, look in the description box to contact me. Take care. Bye-bye.